Hello, everybody, and welcome into HelenKenner.com. I hope everybody can drop by today. I'm running late. I got behind some traffic, and then I saw an accident, and then when I can come up with all kinds of excuses. But anyway, I'm running a few minutes late tonight, so I'm going to wait just a few minutes before I get started, so I can talk to you a little bit about reminding you that we've already got 1 month down of celebration. If you can't remember, it's a promotion that Stampin' Up! Has every year in January and February. We used to have it for 3 months, but now we've only got it for two. And for every $50 that you spend, you get a free item out of here, or $100. We have some really, really cute things in here. And one of the projects that we're going to be using tonight is one of the stamp sets. Let me turn it this way and you can see it. Oh boy, I can see that about to fall right now. All right, let me see. So here it is. Some really pretty things. We've got the owls. I've used that. And look at that carrot. Thanks a bunch stamp sets. I've seen some really cute things in that. And then, of course, the paper. We've used the paper, which is absolutely gorgeous. Let me see. I'm trying something different tonight. And first of all, where the camera is that I'm looking at, because I always feel like I'm looking differently. But anyway, once you get here, say hey to me so I know you're here. And but anyway, this one, Day at the Farm paper, DSP, everybody's loving that. It is so much fun. And then Sending Support, this one's one of my favorites. Courage is being really scared and doing it anyway. You have my shoulder is yours. You've got this. So I'm going to send as many cards using this stamp set as I can. I love it. And of course, then we've used this designer series paper, Favored Flowers, 12 by 12, which is absolutely gorgeous. In the Country, it's one of my favorites, $50. And then we've used the Beautifully Happy, which is the stamp set that you get for $100 if you spend $100. And then some designer series paper, which is very nice. You get 48 sheets in that. But what we're going to be using tonight is the host stamp set that you get with a $300 order. If your workshop order is $300. So we're going to be using the gate and then the seat. So I hope you enjoy that. Here's the host, the stamp set again. It's really, really pretty. Let's see, I've got that one. Scenic Garden is the name of it. And I love this, that you can add a little pebble, path, and then the flowers that go with it. So we're going to be using that one, and then the framed florets stamp set. I really like that one too. So lucky to call you my friend. So we're going to be using both of those tonight. And anybody here yet? Make sure you say hey. All right, so one of the things that I did was I went to the mini catalog. I think it's on page 78. No, it's not 78. 76. Let me see if it's on page 76. 70. No, yeah, it is. There it is. On page 76, down here at the bottom, is this beautiful thistle. and it comes with some gorgeous dies with it. But I've taken this card and I'm going to remake it using the host set. Do you see that? So we've got our background and then our overlay and then that on top. So it's kind of like casing the catalog. But what I'm going to be using tonight is the Enjoy the Adventures, Memories and More cards. So if you're new to paper crafting, this is one of my favorite things that Stampin' Up! Has. It's cardstock that's already cut and scored for you. So all you have to do is take it and do what we're going to be doing tonight is just take it and go ahead and fold it and you're ready to go. Now these are a little bit different than our regular size cards because this is 6 1/4, so that makes it a little bit different. But you get 20 cards in 2 different colors, and then you get 20 envelopes to go with it. But wouldn't that be neat to get that in the mail? I love it. So, so anyway, that's what we're going to be doing tonight is using this as our card base. And then I went to the designer series paper that goes with it, Enjoy the Journey 12 by 12. And it tells you on here what colors to use. Coastal Cabana, Garden Green, Highland Heather, Mango Melody, Melon Mambo, Polished Pink, Pumpkin Pie, and Starry Skies. So I went to those, but I wanted to show you that these 2 are the 2 pages we'll be using. This one's really my favorite out of the whole pack. And then this is on the back side. Scenes, looks like scenes, clouds, and this could be the ocean, mountains. Really, really pretty, designs. Look at that one. Looks like the sun coming up. And then geographic designs on the back of this. But isn't that, look at those mountains. And starry skies. Really, really pretty paper. So I wanted to show you that. Pick that out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the 2 of them and it has a little bit of, you have to decide how you're going to use it, either in the horizontal or the vertical. But I'm going to use this one horizontally like this. Now going with the card that we're casing, we're going to cut at an angle right across the designer series paper. Now in this case, I'm using it the long way. So I cut it 6 1/2 this, 6 1/4 this way, and then cut it at a diagonal here. Does that make sense? So it's gonna let me see, that light is so bright there. That's better so that you can see it. Okay. Does that help? All right, now what did I do with my, here it is. Okay. I'm going to use my Seal Plus. There you go. Okay, now I've taken a piece of watercolor paper and I'm bringing out my watercolor pencils. And we're going to make a background. Now I've left my thing. Alright, so what you want to do is just put some color down. Lightly, because you can always add more. And then go back with your water painter. I'm using the wide one. Just add some water to it. Just soften it up a little bit. Now what's good about our watercolor paper is that it absorbs a lot of water, so you can really move that around. And again, like I say, add some more if you want to. May have added too much just then. There. So we're going to let that dry for a second. And we're going to go ahead and get started on the other one, because we got to do the same thing. This time we're going to do the same thing. You're going to add a little bit of the sky. Just down the middle. And then we're going to add some brown for the ground. And again, go ahead and let's start with the green again, the blue-green Coastal Cabana. Okay, then you want to kind of clean it off. Hey, Char. Aw, Wisconsin. Woo! Thank you so much for stopping by. We're using watercolor pencils today. And we're going to use our new host set, Scenic Garden. And you want to add the water to give it a little bit of, so it has spread that color a little bit. So it doesn't look like much right now. Okay, so I'm going to clean that off. Okay. This one's still a little bit wet, so I'm going to dry it up a little bit. Okay. So now what we're going to do is take the chair and we're going to stamp it in. How'd that get on there? stamp it with some Versamark. And we're going to emboss this one. So you want to get it good and inked up. Straight down and straight up. Give it a second to add your embossing powder. Now do you see there's a couple of places that I've got extra on, so we're gonna get that off. I thought I had a brush in here. I guess I don't. Let me see if I can get it off. There. Okay. Now watch it change. You can see it changing. Let me see if I can add a little more embossing powder to this side. There we go. It's very pretty. All right, so now we're going to add some color to this. You know, we have a white. I'm going to add white to color this in. I don't know if you can tell that that really adds to this. kind of add some white to the slats. They are pretty. Okay, now we're going to add some green, some pop of green. Now, what's so cool about watercolor pencils is that you don't have to be perfect. Just wherever you think you see some greenery, that's where you need to add. Hey, Diana from Jacksonville. So don't get all caught up into this has to be perfect, because you're going to just add a little bit of green. And because this is raised because of the embossing, it makes it easier actually. And you don't have to worry about, well, which one is the, I'm going to use the Melon Mambo and kind of go in with a pop of color. Just add some to wherever you think there's flowers. Then you have a choice. You can either go in with your blender brush and smooth that out. I like the blender brush when you have areas that are small like this. And then use your water painters for bigger areas. And you want to clean that off. Make sure you clean it off. Can you see the green? Now we're going to go back in and then soften up some of those flowers. I hope you can see that. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's what's so cool about watercolor. It's one of my favorite techniques because I am not on it. There you go. I'm going to add a little bit of brown under here to make it look like the ground. Can you see that? And then go back in with my blender pen and just soften that up. Now with watercolor pencils, one of the things that you need to know is that you can, the lighter it is, the lighter it's going to be when you soften it up. The darker you want it, the more you add pressure to it, and then more of the color comes out. There you go. Okay. This one is going to go here. And some dimensionals. There you go. Hey, Barbara. Oh, do y'all know each other? Y'all must know each other. All right. Very, very pretty. Of course, we could have put some ribbon, and I left it in there. But just imagine some ribbon. Do I have anything in here? No, I don't. Sorry about that. But you could wrap some twine around it. Would look really good. Well, I don't have any for my next card, so let me run get some twine at least. Okay. I'm going to see if there's a way that I can wrap this around now that I've already put it on. Wait a minute, I think I'm going to take it off right there. See how I'm doing that? Just, yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I should have gone to the bottom. I think the bottom's better. Get it around that dimensional. Doggone it. There. I'm trying to make this a double bow. And, you know, the worst thing to do is try to make a double bow when you're on camera, because that's when it's going to not work the most. So, anyway, you guys get the idea. I could have just put a bow over there. That takes away from the picture. Nope, I'm taking it off. Don't like it. Should have put it around it there. I like the bow idea. I just don't like it covering up my seat. But anyway, I like it. And I like to use that watercolor. But again, I'm trying to case the annual catalog. All right, let's see about the other one. That was our first card. All right, our second one, you know, again, the card bases come, two of them. And this is a greenish blue. So I'm going to do it this way this time. I love that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that design on that. So let me get that on there. There you go. So that it kind of just goes from there to there. All right, this one's going to go here. And this one is using this one. Can you see it? Where are you? Right there. I hope it's dry enough. I think that's what was the issue with the other one. So I didn't quite have it dry enough. I think that one is. Don't wiggle it, just straight up and down. Give it a second. and then come back. We're going to try this again with our embossing. Oh, spilled it everywhere. It's okay. Nice. Look how much I spilled. See that? Spilled all that. And then I spilled it here. I can make a mess now. I really can. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Now, I stamped it in Versamark so that it would take a while to dry. Let's make this. Nice. Very nice. All right. So all we have to do is color this in. I'm going to color it with brown this time, but I just want a light brown. And then I'm going to go in with my blender. And that softens that up so much. Drags that color around. All right, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some slats right back there and right here. I'm going to color those gray. Kind of, hopefully you'll be able to see them. Separates the slats, I think. There. And then go back in and just soften that up a little bit. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. You can see it. All right, so clean your brush off. All right, so we're going to do the exact same thing that we did earlier, where we take our garden green and just add color everywhere that we think there's green. Oh, what in the world? That was a buzz or something. Scared me half to death. You know, every once in a while they'll have one of those tornado warnings. We just had one last week, and it comes on there and scared me to death. I thought that's what that was. I was going, oh no, I didn't know the weather was that bad. And it's not. Yay. Whew, scared me. Sorry. Didn't know what in the world that was. Did y'all hear it? I'm just adding green. You can tell a big difference in the two of these when you add the green. Just lightly go ahead and add some. I'm not trying to be real careful about where I put it. Just anywhere that looks like it was a leaf. And then I'm going to go in with the melon mambo, and that's what the flowers are going to be. Now again, I'm just putting some in the middle. You see where I'm not being real careful. I'm just putting some in the middle because the blender pen will blend it out for you, and the middle of the flower will be darker. And that's what I want, to kind of shade it that way. So Stampin' Up, I was trying to tell y'all earlier that Stampin' Up has added some new products to their celebration. Now these are products that were that are in our annual catalog, but some really cool things. I'm going to post the link right below this post. Do you see how I'm just softening it up a little bit? Very pretty. Can you see the difference between this side and this side? Just dragging the color around and then adding it with the blender pen really softens it up and moves that color around. But anyway, so make sure you go and look at what they're adding to our selection of things that we can choose from. I think that's so good that they will add things because, you know, in just 1 month, I had already gotten everything, at least one of everything. So adding that extra stuff sure is nice. All right. Last thing that we have left to do is to the little cobblestone there. I'm going to do some in gray. Some in gray. The part that looks like it's up underneath there, like a shadow. And then the other part in the brown. And again, don't feel like you have to color the whole thing because the blender pen will drag that color around for you. And you can always add more to it. So let's make this look like a shadow. And then do you see how it softens it up, blends that color? Is this the early espresso? Yeah. I'm going to add a little bit more to that. There you go. What do you think of that? It's really pretty, isn't it? Then we add that to this. I'm going to add our twine around the bottom. Again, the twine is so thin I I like, and it curls. It's so curly. You can. I like doing it double. Let's see if I can get this one right. There, that does look better, doesn't it? Ooh, I like that one. There. The last thing that I wanted to do was to put on here just a little reminder that you are loved. That turned out really pretty. I love using watercolor pencils. Now what's nice about this is that it's see-through. So you know exactly where you're going. There. Isn't that nice? Just a little reminder that you are loved. I am sending this to my brother, who just found out yesterday that he's got esophageal cancer. And we all took it pretty hard because he's never been sick before. Isn't that funny how that always works out, isn't it? The best people in the world, seems like. Good guy, but anyway, this is going out to him because he is loved very, very much. Ooh, we're going to have a long year ahead of us, but I've been through it. My sister's been through it. We will get through it. We will. You know, he's got a lot of support, and he's strong. Okay. Well, I like this. This one's going to be my favorite, I think. There you go. Oh, it is. Look at that. Very pretty. I think he'll like that green. It's one of my favorites. Here's the other one that I meant to put a bow on. Maybe I can put a bow on there. Wait a minute. Let me see. I know I can do this. I think what I'll do is just cut it off and add it with the, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it off and add it with a glue dot. There. Where should I put it? Right there. I think I like it right there. All right, a glue dot. I need to tell y'all a story that happened to me this week. My team and I decided we were going to have a service project where we sent cards to people that really needed a pick-me-up. It's the first time we've ever done it. Well, so we all took names and addresses to the people, that we thought needed a pick-me-up. Very simple, isn't it? Lots of fun to color. Coloring is just so much fun. Brings back memories of when we were younger. But anyway, so I sent this card off. And now when we did this, we decided we didn't tell each other why they needed this card, but that it needed to be somebody that we personally wanted to get a card, that we knew that they had a card. So I sent one. It was very generic because I didn't know why. I didn't want to say, well, I heard you got, esophageal cancer. So I didn't say, why. We didn't know why that everybody needed these cards, but I did send out a card, and, I got your name from so-and-so, and, I just wanted I hope this card picks you up today, letting you know that I'm thinking about you, and on and on. Well, I got this phone call from an unknown person, and of course, I always think it's a scam or, some kind of something, so I don't ever answer it. But I do answer it, but I don't say anything, because if it's one of those robot calls, they don't pick up. So finally, the person on the other end said, "Is this Helen?" This is so stupid. You guys, I did something really stupid, and I said, "Well, it may be. Who's this?" And she said, "Well, this is so-and-so." And it was one of the people I had sent a card to. And I just about broke down in tears right then and there. And she said, "I got this beautiful card in the mail from you." And I couldn't believe it. And she talked to me for 20 minutes about how much that card meant to her. And of course, I have thought about it every single day since then. And I'm so thankful and so glad that I did it. And it just really inspired me to go ahead and start sending out. I have hundreds of cards sitting here, cards that I make, cards that I swap with, just on and on. And I thought, well, why am I hanging on to these? I am going to start sending out more cards. If it brought that much joy to her life, I want to keep doing it. Now, the other people probably were like, well, who is this? But anyway, it really meant a lot that she would call me back and tell me thank you. It had it on my little return address, my phone number. It's where she got it. But I just was so touched by it that I can't wait to send out my next card to somebody. And I hope this really brings some joy to my brother's life and to some of the other people that need it every day. And someone to say, I'm thinking about you. I hope you're having a good day today. Anyway, I guess that's it. Stampin' Up! Has a new program that we've started that'll be starting in March 1st. And it's a suite of products that they have pulled together. And I think it's one every 4 months, something like that, where we will get new product, and it's only online. Well, demonstrators get to order it a month ahead of time, and it is beautiful, you guys. I cannot wait to use it. It comes with embellishments, designer series paper, and a stamp set. And then it has several other things. But it's, exclusively for online. So if you are interested in that, we'll be sharing some projects with that next month. We're really excited about it. And we are in a card making group together. Oh, well, thank you, Diana. Thank you, Barbara, for coming and stopping by. I hope y'all enjoyed the cards we made today. That makes me feel so good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, anyway, if y'all have any questions about Stampin' Up, their promotion over the next month, we only have a month left. So make sure you go ahead and put your order in if you're interested in getting any of the products, so that some of them have already sold out. Yeah, some of the punches and things have sold out. But anyway, so you don't want to wait around. If y'all have any questions about anything, certainly let me know. I'll be glad to answer them for you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming by tonight and stopping by and watching me make these fun cards. All right. Take care. Alrighty. Bye bye. I'll be back next week.